Hello, hello. What's good and what is good? How's everybody doing today? It is Niko the Navigator, your mystic, your oracle, your guide over here. Back again with Everything Tarot. Right, welcome back. So, let's pop into the energies. See what we have going on. What's going on, Becca? What's going on, MR? You could absolutely donate. I appreciate the love. Definite thanks for supporting this channel and the work that we do over here. Of course, I'm going to get out this collective message first and foremost. Donations can take the front of the line, and y'all know how it goes, right? But great to have y'all. Great to be in this space. Great to be with the peace. Hope y'all are feeling lovely. I'm feeling lovely, right? Just enjoying the day, enjoying the vibrations, and building, as we know, as we know how, right? As only we can. So I'm gonna get this general out. Of course, like, love, comment down below, and share, right? Subscribe. Help us grow our channel. Showing love to you. I hope you're having a beautiful day. My day's brighter just now. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us. Has for you. Horseplay in reverse. It's time to get serious. Or maybe things have been too serious, and maybe it's time to take to find some fun in the seriousness. You know, they say don't mix work and play, but who says you can't have fun while you're working? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, right? You can have fun too. Right, love? Appreciate the love. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, MR. Thank y'all, loves. Yeah, so I mean, check it. I feel like there's a serious need to have fun being serious. You catch my drift? I'm saying, like, get involved and be involved and have fun too. That's how I'm feeling about this card right over here. Honestly, I'm getting a real, you know what, it goes both ways, and I'll take them both ways. Have fun with your work. That's how I'm feeling about things. Blessing. High Priestess. So guided with your intuition, you know what you need to do. You know you need to get it done, right? You know you need to get into this work, get involved, take that action. But you also know that it doesn't have to be such a bore, right? It doesn't have to be a drag. It doesn't have to drag on. You don't have to pull yourself along, you know. But grab hold of that inner child and say, you know, we're on an adventure here. We're having fun. We're going to do this thing, and life is going to be a good experience. It's going to be a good day today. It's going to be a good day today, all right? That's the way I'm feeling. That's the way you should feel. Castles in the Clouds in reverse. Oh, that's like dreams or optimism being in a sad state. Like, almost like it can't happen, and maybe that's why we've been too serious. Like, things aren't going to work out for us, you know? But if you have that mindset, then you'll never break free. So cutting through the illusions, anything is possible, right? You see it, you know it, you believe it, you can visualize it, realize it, is how I'm feeling. All right, collective? Dangerous pussy in the past in reverse. You know, I'm just getting like, you know, let bygones be bygones when it comes to it, all right? Sometimes you got to leave the past in the past. And you got to let stuff go. We got to unblock, unbaggage, unburden, right? We got to release. Let it slouch off, right? Let it fall off and come into this intuitive space where we're in enjoyment, we're following our north node, our purpose, and we're having fun, right? But we're also serious at the same time. I do get an air of taking things seriously. But we can be on our path, we can be serious, and we can have fun. And we don't have to let the past drag us down. All right? So new moves, right? New energy, fresh energy coming in here, cutting through the illusions that things aren't going to work out for us. And you know what? Transformation reverse at the bottom, which means transformation up top, baby. That's what we're talking about. Shine bright like a diamond. That's you, the diamond, right? Coming up. I don't know why it came up. It came up. Yes. So exactly. Shining bright, right? Shining so bright that no matter which way you look at it, you sparkle. My love, you sparkle. And aren't you beautiful to see? That's how I'm feeling about you. I'm feeling excellent. I'm feeling so good about you. All right? That's what the world gets to know. That's what you get to show and get to grow. And you know what? Diamonds are made in the rough, right? You know how much pressure it takes to make a diamond, right? You know how much carbon has to get cut away in order to create that small percentage of carbon that's left to create the diamond? It's like it's I don't know the math, but it's a lot, right? 50,000 years or something crazy. 92% of the carbon. It's a lot. It's a lot that a diamond has to go through to become a diamond, but the diamond is forever, isn't it? Right? What little remains is what glistens so bright, and is truth, is true. When everything is cut away, the brilliance shines. Okay? The brilliance shines bright, and you are that brilliance, my loves. Absolutely. We're going to take it one step further. We're going to get some tarot on here for our collective, for our mighty collective. I appreciate everybody being here. Definitely like the channel if you haven't already. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We've got some donations in the building, in the house. So we're definitely going to be donating. Reading for the donations. You know what it is. Appreciate y'all supporting this channel and this work. Happy to get it out there. We are building. We are growing. We are unraveling, unfurling. Collective. Got the 1, Hawk 2, Hawk 3. Let's take a look and see what we got going, what we got working. All right, so in the past energies, all right, leap of blind faith, right? Feeling blinded, needing to make a decision, okay? This is how we've felt, right? Felt like we've had to make a leap of blind faith, having to make decisions, choices, actions based on certain ideas that we've come to, this thought space, right? Working with these hidden emotions, realizing what's real, working in the darkness, right? Trying to decide yes or no. Wheel of Fortune coming in. We got new cycles coming around. Things are changing, right? But it's in the upright. We're taking things on the right side of things, right? We're on the top side when it comes to these new cycles, when it comes to ushering in this new flow and new way. All right. 8 of Cups in reverse. It feels like, see, I get a sense of like holding on to the past. I get a sense of like you're trying to make something from your past work, collective. I really do. And I feel like you've been kind of trying to make decisions, trying to make it work, make this 10 work here, to see a new cycle, to maybe shuffle the cards, right? Shuffle the what it is that you got, all right? Taking something that you have and turning it over in order to turn it out into something new, something fresh, right? In order to see something free begin. With this 8 and 2 is 10, right? And so we got that 10-10 on the phone, on the energy. And I feel like, mastery, right? Getting things right, getting down to precision, right? And a certain aspect of this decision, this choice, this cycle we're entering into is measured in that way, collective. Turning over a new leaf, new cycles over here in the present. Knight of Cups in reverse suggests that maybe we're a little weary in the heart space or in the emotional space of offering our cup forward. I feel like we're not rushing into things. I will say that. I feel like we're not rushing out of or through this new cycle, right? Like, it's like we're a little uneasy on our feet in this space, collective, and coming into this new cycle, right? We're catching our footing, I feel like, very much so, right? Like the horse is stuck in mud, is tropsing along there, and yeah, is kind of like staggered a little bit. I get this stagger kind of approach, like woof, like weary, like, okay, well, we're going with this, we're going with it, right? And I feel like I almost get a sense of like with or without kind of an energy. So it's like taking what works and leaving what doesn't, if that makes sense. Like, yes, we'll work with the past, but another side of us is like, if the past don't work, then the past don't fit, Either way, this Wheel of Fortune's coming in and things are going to change regardless. So we're stepping into this there's this new shift, right? And embodying this energy of allowing something else to be is allowing a certain place of a pool of creativity, I feel. It's opening up in that we're creating that space again, that magical space, that fresh place where anything can happen, where anything's possible, right? We're splitting the divide in that sense of, that's our decision. That's what we've come to, the resolution of things are going to change. Things need to change, right? There needs to be a seriousness. We need to get serious about this, unfoldment, right? And having this path work out for us and following this path and finding this transformation. And so this is part of that unfoldment where things are going to align whether they want to or not, kind of a thing, right? And if they don't, then they'll just be cut away because there's simply obstacles to that alignment, in a sense. But I feel like it's this unfoldment in which things are changing, new possibilities are propping up or happening, and the diamond is being revealed, is being born, is you really showing yourself for something greater, for something greater than the situation, or for the greatness that you are, in that there is a fresh cycle here for you, and this is a new space. This is turning over into a new way, a new path for you, my love. Hidden aspect, Page of Cups. And it's like we're just not taking any like soft offers at this time, right? Whether that's people giving us weak offers or even taking that from ourselves, we're just not half stepping. Ain't no half stepping up in here is what I'm getting, right? So we're fully connected with what's being fully offered. I do feel, collective, right? This is why this Knight of Cups is in reverse, because I feel like it's just, we're not going to just give to anything, but we're going to give to what matters, right? We're going to connect with what means something, And I feel like if it's not true, if we feel like it's not purposeful, if it's not significant, then it's in a rejectionary kind of space. We're not going to run with it, because this is part of that turning over the new leaf. Maybe not being so open, or maybe not just giving everything away per se, right? We're being more focused. We're being more directed over here with our energy. So that's where I feel like there's the Knight of Cups is like not rushing into things when it comes to that emotional space, but instead taking that cup and honoring it, right? Treasuring it. And then in that is a value, right? Is a purpose, is a belief that this cup holds weight, right? This cup holds meaning, holds significance over here. And that is the leap of blind faith, that yes, I am worth it type of energy, right? That's the new cycle. That's the new path. That's the new way. That's the diamond right there, right? This diamond is sacred. You don't know what this diamond's been through, collective, right? That is the kind of place that I'm feeling in this Knight of Cups, Page of Cups energy. It's like no false offers will be taken, right? Though they may be given, but they're not being considered, right? We simply won't take it. It has no good for us over here in this space. I feel like we're not rushing into that, because we are in this new space of transformation and blind faith. So that is a message that I have for general, all right? For the collective. Thank you, right? Thank you, collective. We're going to get right down to it. We have donations. Super exciting. Thank y'all so much. Now, Becca, I do have your donation. I appreciate your love. All right. I have got you. I have got you. I have got you. MR, I have got you. I've got your donation. So please, feel free to post, and we will definitely get on y'all. Whatever you got. All right, MR, here we go. We want these feelings for me and intentions towards me. Let's check it out. Definitely want to give thanks to the Most High. May all these messages be received in light and in our greatest good, in keeping with our greatest growth and highest, purest spiritual intentions and growth. May you find messages of clarity for our situations, Father. So these feelings and intentions towards me. Okay, another one. Clarify this. All right, it is clarified. Okay, so I do feel like there is an outside energy. I do sense an outside energy. Something to the effect. But there's like a dwindling. Again, it feels very, very surface. This energy, it feels cheap. Cheap would be the word that I would use. Again, it's like not even maybe what we would go for, or like not in self. But there is an aspect of greed or lust that is definitely present in the read. I feel like this is something maybe new. I feel like time or impatience is sitting over here, as well as a lack of stability and a factor of maybe like running away from a situation is all involved. I sense decay over this whole reading, like none of this will work out, or this is short-lived, or not to maintain. But I do feel like I do sense that this is the case. Yes, I feel like it's a test. This is a test, my love. Luck in the reverse, a test that shall not pass, that does not pass. No, there is no clarity here in this situation. I do not feel. No, I feel like we have kind of allowed this test to kind of to ruffle our feathers in a sense. In a sense, maybe this is who I feel like this is shadow work. This is a sense of maybe this is who we truly are, but there's someone deeper beneath, but that person doesn't want to be in another way. No, the test is on him, I would say. I would say that it seems like he's kind of allowed this circumstance to kind of come in, but I feel like in a sense it's what he wanted, but in another sense maybe it's like it's in disagreement with his higher self. This is where I call it shadow work, because it's in disagreement with his higher self, but it's in maybe agreement with his lower self. But I feel like it's only because he's running from his higher self. And I feel like in this way it is cheap and shallow. And I feel like in this way it's very surface. That's why we have sun in reverse. It's not him, but at the same time it clearly is. This is a lustful energy, a runner type energy, and I feel like an impatient, impudent, childlike, type of an energy, childish. Mask in reverse, it's almost to say like, this is who I truly am, but it's that fractured self of like, but this isn't who you are. This is your false self. But if this is how you want to play the game, then this is kind of who you want to be. I mean, so I do at the top of the read, I do have this. I have this fish, I have this lack, but also have this lust. Chances, risky, dicey. I mean, if there isn't one concretely, there is certainly a want or a space there for one. And I wouldn't say anything less than that. Right? So there's certainly that, intent, regardless. I feel like there is that intent. Because I feel this individual doesn't love themselves, and so is looking for some type of validation to kind of like make them feel like they're better, or they have like they've still got it, or some type of like pull, or they're looking for some type of, it's like it's carnal, it's animalistic in its approach is how I'm feeling. I feel like that's what this individual is moving towards, is running towards, moving away towards. Um, we have direction, we have ship. I feel like it's third party energy, but this is out of a space of like lack of self love, but a lustful energy, or like a vain, like a surface, shallow kind of energy. You know, taking these risks, rolling the dice on something that is not in alignment with who they truly are, that is acting out of lust or greed, a tempestuous kind of space, through a lack energy. This is runner energy, running from their feelings or who they truly feel or who they truly are, out of a almost an act of like self hate, or desperation. I'm getting, indeed. And I feel like that's the place that this person has run to, almost in a sense of like kind of like salvaging, some type of self. I'm not called to take that. Like getting all they can get, kind of a vibe over here. I feel like this is where this individual is placing themselves. Like this is where they feel like they need to be, or want to be, have to be, kind of a thing. Odd? Cannot say. Uh, let's clear some space. I feel like this individual is maybe not reaching out. And I feel like this individual maybe doesn't want to press further. Like they're already on a shaky ground or a hollow ground, in a sense of not wanting to tap in or fill in too deep when it comes to connecting with you. It's like they don't want to pursue the connection further because of what's in store for them, or again because of the work that they'll have to do. It's like it's too hard to make this connection or to make this work. Yeah, cycle in reverse. It's like maybe I am sensing this aspect, maybe they don't want this new cycle, honestly and truly. If they truly are committed and perhaps running away, I said it. I said running away, and indecision came out. Decision in reverse, right? This individual won't, by not making a decision, they've made a decision, right? This is ghost type of energy. This is runner energy. This is not wanting to start a new cycle by not wanting to see things for how they are type of energy, right? By not communicating some aspect of love or how they truly feel, of who they truly are. All right, I feel like very sad, unable to end it. Okay, so I feel like maybe this individual is even in the space or point of, see, I feel like their self-worth is so low that they've almost like cut themselves out of the picture. Like, maybe you can do better, you deserve better than maybe like what they've come to or who they are, kind of an energy of like, you'd be better off without me, kind of a thing, and I'm just gonna be like, not that great. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up. That is the message. That is the message here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's what they want to say. You know, it's kind of like I'm kind of getting beaten up over here. I feel like this individual wishes they were mature enough for the connection. Like they were more mature for the connection. I feel like this individual doesn't know how to end it. Can't make up their mind about it. Is kind of running away from the situation. Not willing to embark on this new cycle because they're not willing to look in the mirror or face the facts, look at the details. You know, acknowledge like an inner self or hidden self. Love message in reverse. It's like this individual is unwilling to open up their heart space, I feel like, and is again like giving like in this surface type of level or place where they're like riding with surface type energies. Just more cards of ambiguity. Not really making up their mind here. I feel like this is why like they're kind of wanting to be loyal to a different path, so to speak, or kind of staying in their place. Let us clarify the other energy. This is definitely shadow self or shadow side. Again, it's like this is the sun in reverse. It's them in reverse, right? I feel like it's not them. It's like it's not interacting with this energy or being in this space isn't necessarily who they are or not what they're interested in, but there's this mask here. And so I get a sense of like ego or inflationary kind of involvement where it's like how are you gonna get yourself in reverse twice? Yeah, I feel like it's a like they're not being involved with themselves, you know, like they're not they're completely in this mass type energy. Give clarity. Give clarity. This is definitely runner energy. More and more, it just seems like runner type energy. This person seems to be running away from the connection. I feel like they don't know how to end it. What they need to end is this like illusion or this false self. But I feel like they don't know how. And so in a sense, I feel like they are falling victim to their own mindset or mentality here. This individual will just not let down the mask. So I feel like there's a lot of illusions here. Growth in reverse. You know, they're running away in a false place. I'm searching for another aspect. but I'm not so sure I'm seeing it so clearly. Maybe it's a flirtatious kind of bit or amble. You know, it's the idea of this is what they're presenting to the world, or there's an ideologue of an other woman. I'm not getting it so strongly here. It's not just coming right to the surface. What I am seeing is like a runner energy, a mass type energy, and I feel like maybe there's a void of like, so maybe that's like a flirtatious kind of an energy, or like a wanting to interact. Again, I get like a surface, you know, so that could be like flirtation, like options, opportunities, that kind of a thing. And so maybe it's not like so direct or so connected, but it could be like, you know, flirtatiously or something like that. And so in that is possibility, or is them playing this character, this bravado that brings to them some sort of like thrill. You know what I'm talking about? Or cheap you know, fulfillment. Yes, Becca, we are on MR. All good, love. All good. I'm indecision. So I'm getting this individual's more in a flirt space. He's more in a cheap flirt kind of space, you know? Maybe just like braggadocious or bravado kind of space, and like trying to kind of like ham it up a little bit, but really hurting inside in a sense, and really running, unable to cut away this false sense of security, right? And unable to make a decision that's impactful for them, not seeing growth, not seeing things with clarity, and really just running from removing this mask when it comes down to it. The indecision is to cut away what they know they must, which is really this false self, right? What they're, you know, shying away from with this fox in reverse. Shying away from removing this mask. It's all about getting to the heart of them being honest. Another runner card. Even running away from the indecision. So it's like, I can't make this choice, and so now I'm all right, Becca. It's like I can't make this choice, and now I'm just running away, not making the choice, right? I'm running away from that too, you know? Yes, this is what I'm seeing with this individual. We see stability on not growing and on running, so they're stuck on this. They're stuck on this aspect or plot of just it's like running around in circles with this person. It's like they don't want to face the music. Keeping secrets, right? The book's locked shut, right? The mouth is zipped closed, you know? And that's what's keeping this person from having clarity about the situations, because they don't want to dig deeper. They don't want to read the book, right? They don't want to get in touch with that heart space, to read what's written, you know, in their hearts, in their past, you know, in that storybook of life, if you will, to find the growth space that's necessary to find and manifest true stability, and to harness true growth in order to take things and find new movement to removing this mask, to unsurfacing and uncover a proper self. You know, I mean, this individual is just not coming up right. Has all the marks and tails of like masking and running, hiding, not making decisions, you know, even though they know they should. And it's just like not summing up to anything that's growth. And it's just like a flighty kind of an energy. It's like a very surface level kind of vibe here, because this individual is not doing the work. He's not doing the work and is so shut off. I feel like it's this shadow side. This individual's in like a sense of a shadow self over here. I really do. Oh, okay. All right, this is exactly the energy. All right. Look, message in reverse, hidden. Right. This is what they want to say. This is what they want to say. I'm telling you, they cannot make a decision. All right. They want to come out of this space of being this like snake energy, or they know they haven't had like a backbone when it comes to, figuring things out or coming out of this lack space. And they want to come out of this lack space. They really do. They want to take off this mask, and they know they haven't been wise enough or smart enough, but they haven't known how. And they honestly haven't really looked very hard or haven't wanted to, right? Because they've been kind of scared, or they've been like timid to doing so. I get a sense that they know that you've been loyal and they want to show up for you in this, but they simply do not have the answers. They do not have the key. They don't know how to undo it or how to take off the mask. See, that's the thing. I think they don't know how to even take off the mask, if that makes sense. They don't even know what that might kind of look like or might entail. I feel like this individual is frightened on a level. This is what they want to tell you. I feel like there is loyalty here. There is loyalty in the corner of this reading. Like, this person is, I feel still loyal to you, and I feel like you still feel loyal, or they see you as loyalty to them. You are like a crack of light in the doorway, right? The door is just cracked open, and you are that light ray shining in, pouring into a dark room. And they're like, I am so like beneath you. I'm so like spineless, gutless. Do not understand myself or have myself figured out. And that is the secret. That is what I do not want to reveal here. That if you saw me for who I was, kind of a thing, then you wouldn't want me. Then you wouldn't want me, right? That is kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. That is what is beneath the mask, right? Is that I am, unwise, uncourageous. I am human, ultimately. I am, this person is, I don't know, maybe disgusted with themselves on a level for like showing up to you in this way, like they're in this lack energy, and they feel like they can't embody that lack energy because if they lack, then they're not good enough or something like that, so they can't show up as being in a lack space. And so if they admit that they're in a lack space, then they're weak, and then you won't want them. Does that make sense? Like, I am getting that kind of rhetoric going on, that back and forth kind of a thing. It's like, but you can't be weak, because if you're weak, then you are weak, and if you are weak, then you're nothing, and then you're certainly not worthy of her. And so in that way, it's like, that's why I can't remove the mask, because then you'll see me for a phony, and you'll see me as a weakling and see me as nothing. And so then I can't show you that, because I don't know how to fix that. I'm only me. I'm only this scared little child, this little boy inside who's had to put on a tough face for the world, and has had to beat on his chest and pound and, bravado and everything else, and really can't make a decision with an open heart space and a clarity and offer you what you truly deserve, what you're begging for, what I know is true, but I'm not there. I'm not in that space. That isn't me. That isn't who I am. I have this mask. I'm just hiding behind a mask over here. You think that that's me, but that's not me. I'm hiding behind this little mask. And the more you pull at it, the more I'm afraid that you're going to see me for exactly who I am. And that's the issue. That is the issue with this scenario. That is what they want to tell you, but they can't say. I feel like that's why I feel like that's what they're ambling at, though, because I really wanted to ask. I had in my heart space. I said, but why does he want to see you or whatever, right? What does he have to say? You know what I mean? What is he getting at here with this wanting to hang out with you? So I feel like that's kind of that's the direction. That's the direction over here. All right. Now, whatever I picked up on, other energies or outside forces, maybe he's trying to build up his courage and make him still believe that that he's got it and make him feel good about himself. So maybe he, needs that, just to kind of hold it all together for a little bit, just to think that in general that he's, kind of still with it, that he's okay. So I feel like that's how the energies are coming together for this read, my love. Yeah. Actions forward, guidance by spirit, Lover's card. Goodness, Spirit, you just blew my socks off, Spirit. Okay. True love, let the hearts connect. I mean, Spirit's saying offer your heart, offer your love, let love, love will recognize love, offer your heart forward. Lover's card coming out. I said advice and guidance forward. It says lovers. It says lovers. Maybe you give this opportunity, give this a chance for all this to unfold, for it to come out. Yeah. The swans, the necking energy. It's this equal. This give and take, right? The love is so true. The purity connects. My love? It's like, there's an aspect of like just wanting to, that's where this pup comes in, like kind of just wanting to show up, and maybe just like have the courage to see you again, or just to like have that connection, and maybe that connection will allow it to be, will allow something to spark and allow some of this stuff to come out and come off and come clean and wash clean, and allow the connection to build towards something that's on better footing, on better foundation, and is making brushing some of this by. That's how I feel. That's what I got. My clarification was for actions and advice moving forward was Lover's card. So, keep your heart open, my love. I feel like this individual has love for you. Spirit's guidance is pushing you forward with lovers. Definitely a tumultuous reading for sure, but no, they weren't. Spirit was not so insistent. I mean, there's two main females in that deck, but he kept coming out. I feel like it's shadow sides. It's reflectionary energy. No, I wasn't getting the other aspects so much as a minor aspect. Reflectionary. You're welcome, MR. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for donating. Absolutely. Thank you for supporting this channel and this work. I wish you the best in your journey. Thank you, Most High. That's what we do. Becca, we're on to you, my love. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Goodness. If you haven't caught up already, definitely catch you one, right? Definitely catch you one. We appreciate y'all. So we're rocking with the Beccas. Can I ask if I will end up reconciling with my child's father? Oh, all right. Got a reading about that a while back. I want to know if that still stands to be true. Let's see what's going on with the child's father energy. Thanks, my love. we got the well. Deep feelings. Deep feelings are involved. Child in reverse. Distant journey in reverse. Loyalty up above. I really truly feel that this individual does not feel good enough for you. They feel like maybe too much time has passed. That maybe likely you know how they feel. They'll always be loyal to you. They'll always have love for you. But in a way they feel as though your paths have split. I feel like this individual feels like it may not be possible. Like it's simply not possible. Maybe it's like too good to be true or something like that. No new beginning here. Distant journey in a separation in reverse and strength in reverse. It's like this individual wasn't strong enough to keep things together. And so, almost as though that by itself illuminates some type of like obvious opportunity here or something. Perhaps that's what they're hiding, is just like that they're not strong or weren't strong enough to make this work. And too much time has passed. And it's almost like it hurts to say or to recognize that they've lost you here. Deep feelings here, I feel. Maybe a sense of them not being loyal to you or not showing up for you when you needed them to. It feels as though this individual has ran out of time. Or they feel like they've ran out of time, or that they can't get the strength, like they can't get it together or get enough together in a timely manner or soon enough, quick enough to, I don't know, impress you, to show you like, it's like this individual isn't matching their ideals. And so they're falling short, and so they don't want to show up less than. So they feel like they are less than in this space. And I feel like they've kind of come to accept this on a level. Yeah, indeed. I feel like they've come to accept that that's maybe who they are, or that's kind of their story. Absolutely, that things are going to remain that way in a sense, that they're kind of a fuck up or something like that, or that's just the way it had to go. That's just the way things had to go. That was the way they had to go. That's how their life turned out, kind of a thing. They really do feel like just the roads have missed place. They're trying to find stability or clarity, to find some type of, it's like figuring themselves out, finding a sense of direction, following their path. Lovers in reverse. This individual doesn't love themselves. This individual doesn't love themselves. That's what it is. There truly is a sense of self-blame here in the connection. Like, I'm the reason things didn't work out, or I didn't have enough, I didn't show up, I wasn't, I wasn't a good, I don't know, dad or father, or I didn't show up in the right ways. So there's this, like, there's a real shadow cast down upon themselves, and I feel like it's aimed at them. And like, man, because I don't have this stability thing figured out, or I couldn't like get everything together, I couldn't be strong enough, that it's like I've let down you and them, and this individual just feels kind of shamed by the whole thing, of like they don't even love themselves. This is tough. Blocked, right? Blocked in doing the right thing. That they just couldn't get it right. They just couldn't get it right. Oh my gosh. This individual just couldn't get it right. It feels like everywhere they turned was like the wrong move, kind of a thing. And this person just never saw through the right lens, or saw with the right amount of love to manifest this stability. It's like you were too short, too late every time. And it just wasn't. It just never measured. It just never measured up to what was needed for the situation. This individual feels like it's like lessons learned too late, kind of a thing. It's like by the time they get there, you're in another place and need something different or more. And it's like this individual can never catch up, is never strong enough. And it feels like maybe that's them. Like maybe it's not, maybe it's me type of a thing kind of going on here. And so that's why we've got this like lack of like the self-love kind of aspect coming in, is like, dang, I fucked up. I lost my way in a sense. I floundered. I didn't show up. When you were there, I was disloyal. When I was there, you turned your back. Because for deep reasons, and deep feelings are involved. And it's this lack of strength or lack of stability in these situations. And as life has progressed, things have kind of drifted in a way that this individual feels like they can never really catch up. And they feel like they just want like what's best for you. And so they feel like, in a sense, like what's best for you is maybe not them. Because they're so down on themselves that, like, I don't know, maybe somebody can do better. Or they think that you think that someone can do better. Yes, that's what I'm getting. New cycle. They think that you're going to find someone better, or that surely you will find someone better. Someone's just going to it could be an erratic energy. I think there's a hopefulness, but I feel like it's blocked with this mountain and this right. It's like this person maybe isn't in their right space, or isn't. We have strength in reverse. I feel like they don't have the strength to offer this, the right kind of stability, or they're not still yet like not doing the right things, or don't have it all the way together. This individual, I feel like, hasn't really like figured themselves out completely, or is in a lost kind of a way. And I feel like it's because of a lack of self-love, or this individual doesn't believe in themselves, or the situation has kind of pulled them down out of a space of, fighting for this or for them, and is kind of almost like I don't know, cast things over into that they're just going to be, a new cycle over there on the other end. You know? Um, that's what I'm seeing. Actions forward. And I'm going to call it here. Nervous and anxious kind of an energy. Alright. So I feel like this individual is kind of walking on eggshells. Growth energy. So I feel like this individual is hopeful. We definitely have a sexual chemistry. Runner type energy or movement. Almost spookism. Because on a spiritual level or a soul level, they know that they need to change or they need to do more. They need to be someone like a new person. They need this new selfhood. So I feel like that's the disconnect. That's the challenge here that represents the growth. This individual needs some sort of growth in order to change. I just feel like time is an essence, but maybe time is not on their side in this one. Some spiritual maneuvering has to occur. That is the truth. There's no doubt about that. These are all about spiritual fluxes, influxes, right? Gaining that spiritual strength, making spiritual changes, moving out of, just maybe this like old ways, into like this new energy, stepping up in a way that's creating, that's facing the challenges, that's manifesting the stability, that's making them stronger, creating this growth and strength that they really need in order to fertilize this connection, in order to offer some actual growth. And I feel like that's a confused or frustrated energy, because what it represents is, them wanting the connection back, or it represents more than that, but that's not, that's old ways in a sense, right? And so it's not the past that they're trying to reconnect to, but it's the future that they should be looking for, or to meet together. And so I feel like that's where it becomes tricky, because this individual has to make the spiritual changes to be someone that you want to follow, in a sense, right? To be someone that you're looking up to, that can be that leader, that can be that, symbol of strength and guidance that y'all can move towards in that way, that you can choose and say, yes, this is where we want to go, kind of a thing. But I feel like until that type of like spiritual change and challenge is met, then I feel like time will always kind of be against the situation, in a sense of like I feel like this individual has taken so much time to maybe meet this mark of growth that it's become a level of uncertainty here within the dynamic. Praise Lord Krishna. Absolutely. Hare Krishna. I've read the Bhagavad Gita. Beautiful book. There is wisdom in there. I feel like that's what this I feel like his higher self is almost indicating that, or this change, that he needs to change, and if he doesn't change, that someone else is going to fill that spot, so I get a sense of like maybe lack, depression, knowing that he's not measuring up, or knowing that there's a reason you're like, that you're not open in there. And at the same time, there's this current of like, like, I need to figure this out. This is the dynamic that we're running with the stream, you know? And maybe it just gets pent up in frustration, you know? It could be sexual frustration for sure, you know, missing you, wanting you. But it's more than that, you know? It's like, it's the spiritual stuff. It's this, man, I know I need to make these changes. I know I need to see this growth. But the strings, the ties are, this is spiritual dynamics that we're talking about. And to moving out of this space and to not being in these baser kind of places, but instead raising the vibration and coming up into this like leader, strong strength capacity, right? That is what you're actually looking for and actually want to connect with. This is why I feel like you've kind of turned your back on him or on the situation, on these deep feelings, right? So I feel like when you were there, I feel like he was shallow, right? And he was disloyal, or he wasn't showing up. And then now that he's kind of come back, you've turned your back, and the feelings are, he's left with the deep feelings, quote unquote. And you're looking for something real. Something new for him to change, for him to be equipped for a journey over here. That's what I'm getting off of this read. Final messages. I feel like you're don't play into his arms. I hate to say, I'd love to just be, matchmaker, but I feel like you are turning your back on this situation, my love. I do. You turned away in this card. Work. Change will be the work. Work will be the change. So I feel like you will know if he's changed by his works, isn't it? When things start to change, then maybe you'll know. Then you'll know, right? But if things aren't changing, I got lovers in my lap, which is really off the board. I'm being guided. You're withholding your love at this time. It's like you can love this individual, but you're holding your love at a distance because it's not a matter of love, it's a matter of work. And so Spirit is calling this individual to do the work in order to receive the love. It's so hard to sit in this seat sometimes, my friends. It's a hard seat to sit in, I promise you. That is what I have. That is absolutely what I have. That's the dish. And nothing else. Let's give you some guidance, my love. Just something light. Well, I tend to have fun with the energies over on this one, so we'll see what we get. An oracle, if you will. We got this in the reading, didn't we? Dangerous pussy in the past in reverse. I really do too, Hot Sun. I do and I do. Dangerous pussy, the past in reverse. I said it in the general. You can run back the general reading, didn't I? Leaving the past in the past, my loves. If it works, it'll work. And if it doesn't work, then we'll let it go. I said it. I said it in the general reading. I already said it in the general reading. You already know. You already know. It's already been recorded. I did and I did. That is exactly the energy at play here. That is exactly the energy at play here. So that is what I have for you, my love, okay? Emphasis there. Oh, tarot. I love you all so very much. You have no idea. I hope you have some idea. I hope you have an inkling of a possibility of an idea, but I truly love you so very much. You all are my why. You are my world, and I just love you to bits. I love you to bits and pieces, every single one of you, all of your journeys. I wish the absolute best for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being part of this read, this channel, and I hope to see you soon. Right? Help us out. Throw us a like, a share, a comment, a follow, whatever it is. Thank you. Thank you for being you and being someone special. Make someone's life great today. All right? I'm Niko, the Navigator, your tarot specialist, right? Your mystic guide to the energies and vibes. And we're all on this journey together. All on this big rock, this big planet, doing what we do, spreading love. And ain't that the truth? So until next time, I'll see y'all again, and peace.